Welcome to a musical analysis of the musical piece Goshoraku no Kyu by the Imperial Court Ensemble. This is one of many historical pieces of Japan's musical history. The Imperial Court Ensemble is an ensemble of professional musicians put together to perform in the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. However, for centuries, the ensembles were played at the Kyoto Imperial Court. Gagaku, meaning the music of the court, was and is the main genre of classical Japanese music performed at the Imperial Court and Palace. Gagaku incorporates both traditional music and dances in each ensemble. Originally, Gagaku came from the Chinese culture. However, the Japanese imperial family adopted the music and dance forms and passed down the style of music from generation to generation. The ensembles were performed at state dinners and other functions at the Imperial Palace, eventually leading to a promotion of the music from the imperial family to the Japanese people through different and new functions. This type of music had a heavy influence on Western music, as artists like Henry Cowell and Tim Hecker based their music on Gagaku. The dance form that accompanies the Gagaku music style is bukaku. The types of instruments used in Gagaku are wind, string, and percussion instruments. The current ensemble consists of 3 wind instruments: the shiriki, Japanese flute, the ryuteki, Japanese transverse flute, and the sho, bamboo mouth organ for harmony. 3 percussion instruments: the kako, small drum, the shoko, bronze gong, and the taikao, drum, or dodaikao, large drum, and 2 string instruments: the koto, string instrument that is plucked, and the biwa, short-necked fretted lute that is strung with a plectrum like a guitar. Koto is also the national instrument of Japan. The music of Gagaku tends to have a single melody with no harmony, deeming it monophonic. The melodies are usually slow, that give an unemotional, formal, and ceremonial feel to the music. It can change on a point with the accompaniment of drums. Furthermore, there are homophonic sections in the song where the melody alternates with the harmony. The musicians of the Imperial Court Ensemble were solely descendants of previous musicians in the ensemble for hundreds of years. However, this has changed as any man is allowed to audition to become part of the ensemble. Women were not and are still not allowed to perform in the Imperial Court Ensemble. There are 16 musicians that play the music in the ensemble. The piece Goshoraku no Kyu was originally composed in the 600s by Taisung, the second emperor of the Tang dynasty in China. The word kyu in the musical piece refers to a rapid progression of instruments in the final section of the piece. However, the no before lets the audience know that there will not be a kyu ending. The piece opens with a solo wind instrument being played, possibly the ryuteki. A drum then shortly accompanies the solo wind instrument in the third measure. On the strike of the taikao drum, the other wind instrument musicians accompany the solo wind instrument that is creating the melody. The string instruments then enter the ensemble staggered a few beats apart. This complete accompaniment of instruments is then played in its complete musical structure for a large section of the song. The rhythm is slow and deliberate, exemplifying how each ensemble is extremely formal and traditional in its presentation. The piece, however, does begin to increase in tempo as the musicians progress through the piece. Toward the end of the musical piece, a profound strike of the taikao drum causes every musician except for the string players and lead wind musician to stop playing. The solo wind instrument and string players then play in a traditional free-form set of measures, and the song then closes with single notes from the string musicians. I chose this musical piece to learn more about the traditional music in Asia. Western influences on music differ from Eastern influences, but are also influenced by each other. I wanted to learn about a set of traditions, cultures, and music that are completely different than what I currently know, and can offer me information on influences between cultures throughout the world. I have learned that music has a purpose for everyone and can affect every country for hundreds of years to come.